Hello children, welcome to all of you. In yesterday's lecture, you have studied about various laws of combination, that is law of conservation of mass, law of definite proportion, law of multiple proportion, Gay-Lussac law, along with Avogadro law. Must remember them. And in today's lecture, students, we are going to start second chapter, that is structure of the atom. So in this section, we have to study about atom, the theory concerned to atoms, that is discovery of some subatomic particles like electron, proton and neutrons, and some important structures of the atom, that is about Thomson atomic model, Rutherford atomic model and Bose atomic model. What are the theories of this model? What are the drawbacks of this model? That will be discussing later. And in this chapter we have to also study quantum number, that is about orbital and orbit, and also about how to write the electronic configuration based on Aufbau principle, and some more things which are very new for you, that is called wave mechanics, that comes under de Broglie constant or wave nature of particle, and in that you have to study what is Schrodinger wave equation, and there are some important rules. That rule are named concerned to orbital, termed Hund rule or Hund rule of multiplicity, and Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. So these all are in the chapter which are mentioned in your unit test also, so must focus on this topic. Alright, so let's start. That is, what is an atom? And one more point, children, this chapter is the basic for all the chapters which we have to study, so must focus on this very chapter. Alright, so start with atom. So what is an atom? So as you know, atom is the unit of all the chemical reactions, and atom cannot be divided, means atom is indivisible. It cannot be free, means it takes part in every chemical reaction. And more significantly, you can say that atoms are fundamental building blocks of matter. Atoms are fundamental building blocks of matter, and an atom can be defined as, definition of an atom. So students, an atom is the smallest particle of an element that cannot be further divided and retains all the characteristic property of that element, is called an atom. Alright, an atom is the smallest particle of an element that cannot be further divided and it retains all the characteristic property of that element, is called an atom. Alright, students, to know more about atom, an important theory was launched by an English chemist, John Dalton, in 1808, called Dalton's atomic theory. Students, I think This Dalton atomic theory you have studied in previous chapter in detail, and I assume your previous teacher have must explained this theory, about this theory. Okay? But for your knowledge, or you can say for the in concern to atom, just I am also going to explain what is Dalton's atomic theory. So no matter that is explained in previous chapter or not, here I am going to explain what is Dalton atomic theory and what are the main postulates of this theory. So students, the main postulates of Dalton atomic theory are as follow. So first postulate or first theory states that matter is made up of very extremely small particles called an atom. Alright? This is the first postulate. Second postulate of this theory is atoms are indivisible, means atom cannot be further divided. Alright? Third postulate of this theory is atoms are indestructible, means atom can neither be created nor be destroyed, although it can be changed into one form to another. So this is the meaning of third postulate, that atoms are indestructible. Alright? Next postulate is what? That is atoms of a particular element. Atom of a particular element are identical in all respects. Means they having same shape, they having same size, they having same mass and possessing similar chemical property. This is the meaning of this very point. Means the atoms of a particular elements are identical in all respects. Means if they are identical, then what they will possess? Their mass will be same, their shape will be same, their size will be same, and their properties will also be similar. This is the meaning of this very point. And next postulate of this theory is what? That is, atom of one element differ from the atom of other element in all respect. Must know this point. Atom of one element differ from the atom of other element in all respect. Means if the atoms of two elements are there, then they will differ in all respect. All respect means their shape will different, their size will different, their mass along with their properties will also differ if the atoms of different elements are taken there. Right? And next, and you can say last postulate, you can say the atoms of different elements combined together. The statement of 6 is atoms of different elements combined together, or you can say combined with each other in a fixed simple whole number ratio to form a compound. This is the last statement of Dalton atomic theory. So student must remember the theory of Dalton. One more point, you have to know that the Dalton atomic theory is successfully able to explain the laws of chemical combinations, but some results of many experiments could not explain by this theory, like when glass or ebonite is rubbed with silk, generates electricity or current Y. Similarly, this theory is unable to explain about subatomic particles, means that is about electron, about proton, or about neutron. Alright? So, in this section, our next point of study will be subatomic particles. Subatomic particles. So this is a very crucial point. In this postulate, we have studied that atoms are indivisible, but here we are studying about subatomic particles, means atoms having their particles, small particles, and their particles are what? That is electron, represented by generally this one. Sometimes it is also called beta, or it is also called cathode rays. Second subatomic particle is proton, represented by 1h1 or P, simply by P, or this one may be represented by simply or by E. Okay? So proton 1h1 Rp, or it is also known as anode rays. And next subatomic particle is neutron. Neutron, and it is generally denoted by this one, 0 and 1. So which is a neutral particle, subatomic particle? It is a positive subatomic particle, while it is a negative subatomic particle. So how these particles are produced and what essentials are required for to know about subatomic particles, that is electron, proton and neutron. So children, in next lecture we will study about, that is, discovery of electron and discovery of proton, and what experiment is carried out in the discovery of these subatomic particles. So students, today this is all about, and in next lecture we will study next point of this chapter. So must remember the theory which will be used in the upcoming points. So that's all today. Thank you. Have a super day.